Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Dowling Show. I just got back from the Los Angeles Natural History Museum a couple hours ago, and I wanted to tell y'all about my journey. So I'm going to attempt to do this. We're going to find out if it works or not. So if not, I'll just make a video. Alright, hopefully we can all see this. So this was the first picture that I took, and I basically took pictures along the way because I wanted to see how long this was going to take so that maybe next time I will know exactly how long it will take me to do this. So I took this picture at 7:53 a.m. this morning. Oops, wrong way. And here I'm walking to the train station. Pretty fountain out front. It's a very nice train station. People got off the train. I took a picture of my pass just in case I lost it. I saw that they had this cute train inside the security station. Up and over the bridge. And then we got on the train. Do I have the video? Can I show you the video? Oh God. Is this according to... Oh, it is. Dang it. Sort by none. Anyway, I got on the train, past Orange Station, Anaheim Station, Angel Stadium, Fullerton, Buena Park, there's the Buena Park Station, Norwalk. I saw this alloy building. I was like, what the hell? That's the tower that's right in front of Los Angeles Union Station. Walking down the ramp into the corridor. This is the corridor. It's very long. I saw some art on the wall that I took pictures of. Thought that was really weird looking. I have no idea what this is of or where it is. But lady dancing with bird. Anyway, I thought that was really cute. This is the one side of the station has like this beautiful glass dome. And then I walked to this metro station and asked them if they had a stamp. And they didn't have a stamp. So I walked over to the other side, and there was a fish tank. The floor was really cool looking. And then I got on the A line and went on the subway past Tokyo Station. Tried to historic Broadway station, Grand Arts Boulevard. And then we got to Pico, and I had to transfer subway cars to the E line. And I got on the E line. And then I got off at Expo Park. And this building here I thought was the Natural History Museum, but I was wrong. So I walked in. It was a rose. This bit here was a rose garden. Beautiful roses, just hundreds of roses. It was beautiful. And it had this weird building. I was like, okay. And I was like, what is that over there? I don't know. Smelled this flower. And then I walked into this building, and it had an aeroplane. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Some weird. And I was like, wait a minute. I think I'm in the Science Museum. Because, like, they didn't ask me for any money or nothing. And I was like, just like walking around, looking at all this science-y stuff, and like nobody asked for any money, so I'm like, cool, if you ever go to the Science Museum, it's free, just so y'all know. And they have all of these different things that you can look at. It's completely free. They have this paper person on the ceiling. I thought that was crazy. And then like they had all of these like toys to play with. This is like some sort of rocking water thing. And then they had like, I thought that this diver was like a Disneyland, you know, where they have the fake divers, but no, he was real. It came all the way up to the surface. I was like, oh, you're real. Why did I think he was fake? I have no idea. Disneyland, that's why. And they had some like starfish and some other like crustaceans, and they were like, oh, you can pet one gently, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't feel like petting any creatures today, but thank you. And they just had all kinds of stuff to look at from like different areas of the world. And then they had all these videos of this spacecraft. I'm like, okay. And then they showed how big the tires were. One of the back tires was as tall as I was. I was like, oh my gosh. It's a big tire. Some sort of engine. I just want to make sure that I'm alive. Okay, good. And then stuff. This is what the liftoff center looks like, I guess. They had some sort of ride that you could, like a simulator ride. I was like, that's a cool looking thing, but $6. I didn't want to. And then they had like animals in cages. Human anatomy. Had a lizard. Friggin' giant, scary, whatchamacallit. And then they just had all kinds of cool looking stuff. I barely even had a chance to look at it because I wanted to see the dinosaur museum. That's why I went. And I thought, you know, if I could like zoom through this bit, then that would be great. Oh, so here somewhere should be a video of the ceiling. Why isn't there a video of the ceiling? Date. Okay, anyway, I can show you the video from my phone. They just had so much stuff. Here's the outside. Oh, so here's the video of this cool looking, whatchamacallit, my brain is starting out right now. It had like this glass dome, and it had a chandelier. It had those like balls of gold ball chandelier. It was crazy looking. And so, oops, going the wrong way. And the globe on the top of that building made this pink appear on the floor. It was really cool. I don't know what this is. It's like a broken piece or something. And then I saw this. It's the California Science Museum. The California Science Center. And then they have this new building. It looks like a spaceship. I totally want to go in there. I don't know what's in there yet, or even if you could even go in there yet, but I want to. Here's the back of the building. There I am. Then this is the first creature I came across. Checked in. There was this huge creature. And there comes the dinosaurs. Wow, Triceratops. And Tyrannosaurus Rex. And here's the map. They had like a downstairs area with like a food court and like a garden of some sort. And then they had a cat's exhibit that cost money, so I didn't do that. But like they had all kinds of stuff down there. Oh God, where did you go? And then I looked. The first room that I went into was this crystal museum bit, and they had all kinds of crystals. And I just took pictures of all of the cool looking ones. Look at this. This looks like it could be a what's her face? Lady Gaga outfit. Mezolite. And I mostly took pictures of the ones that I thought might be useful. So these were all like chatoyancy crystals. I thought they were cool. This is kyanite. I thought that might look like Kana de Nepal, and it does. It kind of looks like Kana de Nepal. This is benotite. Tourmaline came in all kinds of colors. Topaz. They had this weird crystal. Tourmaline. Multiple colors. So cool. Turquoise. Amethyst. All different kinds of tourmaline. Tanzanite. Crystal beryl. Green crystal beryl, yellow crystal beryl, alexandrite. Oh, that's beautiful. They have this huge topaz. Look how big it is. It's like bigger than it's like huge. It's like a grapefruit size. Massive. Topaz. Emerald. I didn't think the emeralds were like that blue. rubies, sapphire, different types of garnet. There's an opal, a huge piece of opal. Wow. Smoky quartz, that's what real smoky quartz looks like. I thought that was pretty cool. And then they had different types of gold with different amounts of stuff. Pure gold, 24 karat, 24 carats and 2-part silver. 18-part gold, 6-part iron. 15-part gold, 9-part copper. 12-part gold, 12-part silver. 12-part gold, 12-part copper. I thought that was pretty interesting. And then they had a real gold nugget. Wow. I saw some dioramas. Each one of these looked like they went on for miles. But like when you went to the next one, they almost looked like they were inside of each other. It was really crazy looking. This one was a big one. And all kinds of elephants and other creatures. Kitty cat. Unicorn. This one, I wish I had got a better picture. It was like a antelope, but with stripes. More weird looking creatures. Ape. More ape-like creatures. This one was a weird looking creature. Hippopotamus. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Okay, I really don't, but. And then they had cats. And let me see. Yeah, so this is the one. This is the one that they're doing right now. Fierce Story of Cats. But I didn't experience it because it was like $12. And I'm poor, so. And they got the Birdland. And then they had this animatronic bird telling you about things. And then this was a spyglass on a pine cone showing something laying an egg in there. And here is one. You can see the skull, the skeleton, the nest, hundreds of birds. Here's where we get to the dinosaurs. This was a cool looking thing. They had a dino lab. This lady was like grinding on a thing. I wish I'd have gotten a video of it now. But I wasn't really using my whole brain today. I was just kind of taking it all in. And then this was one of the rooms that the dioramas was in. And it's just massive. It's like half the size, probably the same size as my house. It's so big. Meerkat. Some sort of weird antelope creature. Badger. Oops. Teddy bear. Beaver. Deer. Elk creature. There was a cute little fox. Like with a abalone shell. beavers. Raccoon. Baby raccoons. Walrus. A prehistoric doge. Oh, I love these trees. Like, they were just beautiful. I've had to take a picture of it because it's really nice. Deer. Some sort of bear. Some sort of rainforest looking thing. Some boars. Some sort of lion attacking a bird, maybe? Fox attacking a cat. Rude. A sea lion. More cat creatures. With a kitty. More deer, elk-like creatures. A badger. Oh, sleepy. Goat. They had an opossum. This thing was the size of a small dog. It's massive. And a beautiful snow scene with a little red robin. So cute. A white polar bear. Some sort of skink creature. Bears. More foxes. More ram. Fox. Polar bear was like 3 times my size. Had some child play center. Cool fishes and heads on the wall. And then they had a pottery thing. And then Triceratops. And then they have bones. Lots of bones. This is a Brontosaurus. Huge neck. Good lord. Oh. Neck and tail took up the whole room. Prehistoric turtle. Just a couple of spine bones. This table was like 4 feet by 4 feet. And this thing was the size of a small child. This is the more dino room. This is just a foot. Just feet. One vertebrae. Some sort of skull. And then Tyrannosaurus Rex. And this lady was trying to take a picture with her kid and she couldn't get it right. And I asked her if I could take her picture for her. And then I asked her if she could take a picture of me. And that's how I got that one. More dinosaurs. Allosaurus. Spinosaurus or a Brachiosaurus. This is a rock layer. End of the dinosaurs. Oh, you can see where the color changes. Wow. Triceratops heads. These things were massive. They were like 6 feet across. Just one of them. And these are really long dinosaurs. They're like 30 feet long. So far. Some sort of winged creature. I saw this plushy dinosaur. I thought that was the cutest one in the whole museum. He was just hanging out. And had this beautiful room. This globe ceiling with this like beautiful Sistine Chapel looking thing. And this huge statue holding this orange orb. More, there's an alligator or a crocodile, depending on which way its mouth opens. Oh, it's a llama. Those look like that. These are some sort of horse creature. Elephant creature. Mastodon. That's what that's called. Huge. Tooth is like the size of my fist. So big. That giant cat or sloth creature. A giant horse. And then these are swimming creatures. I don't know why they had the swimming creatures on the ceiling, but there's a dolphin. And then sometimes I just had to look up because not everything is on the floor level. There's like stuff floating on the ceiling, and it's really cool. And then they go out to the like this people section. Ostrich. And they had this old-timey car, automobile, gas station. I don't know what this is. Some sort of thing. This is a light on the front of a train. Train light. I don't know why we're talking about murder, but stuff. Wooden boat. A wooden wheel for a boat. A telegraph machine. An old-timey piano. You can see my reflection. I don't know why they had this table. I didn't look at their description. But there's a table. And cow. Book. Saddle. Bear. This bear was massive. They had a harp. A couple of harps. And like they had this weird mortar and pestle thing going on. And a giant spoon. And then they had this weird looking table. It looks like one of my grandmother's sewing tables. Really pretty. And then they had these dioramas that look 3D. Huge. They look huge, but they're just little, like 2 feet across, but they look massive. Some sort of religious artifact. This is a food security. have no idea what that... Oh, it's a hoe. Some sort of hoe thing. They had this video room going on. And then they had this weird, crazy looking Mexican style city looking thing. It was a boat engine. Some sort of house. Some luggage. Another motor. Half of a carriage. Oh, this is where I started getting into like the movies. And this is how they would film a carriage scene. They would have a carriage with a window cut out, and then they would play a movie behind the window, so that way you would think that they're moving. Some old movie cameras, some sort of a timeline of old-timey people. I have no idea who these people are. That's Shirley Temple, and that's Betty Davis. That's it. I thought that they might have had Marilyn Monroe, but no. Bastards. Old-timey film camera. This is a 3D diorama of Los Angeles. There's La Union Station. It's massive. There's Elvira Street right there. So little. This thing was like 10 feet across. It was huge. Underwater exhibit. More fossilized dinosaur. Children screaming at the top of their lungs. Trying to get out of there. This is a head from a flying dinosaur. Pterodactyl. But like they didn't have a full pterodactyl. That would have been cool. And then they had this eatery. Jesus Christ on bike. $12 for half of a grilled cheese sandwich. Cheeseburger, dino nuggets. Thought that was funny. Burger. A full grilled cheese is $12. Burger, chicken tenders, chicken sandwich, or a hot dog. And then they had like flatbread pizza. And then I saw these cats as I went up the stairs, and I thought, oh, that's too cute. So I took pictures of all of them. That's like a lion hiding on a branch. And then as I was walking, as I was leaving, I was looking down at the floor, and I saw what looked like a rib cage on the floor, and it was a reflection of this. And I was like, oh wow. I looked up, and this giant creature was just lurking outside. Nature Gardens, Natural History Museum, Los Angeles. And then I saw these dinosaurs, and I made funny faces. And then I got on the subway and headed the long trek home. I want to go to this unicorn museum, just in case anybody wants to take me there. That'd be nice. Great. And then we got to a Union Station, and I jumped on the train and passed all of the stops. Took a picture of some pretty trees out front. And then I got home, And that was at 2:31:54, 2:32 p.m. Yay! The end. The H.J. show. Oh yeah. I don't. With all due respect to him, I don't prescribe to him anymore. He doesn't pay any attention to his viewers. It's rude. Okay, now I'm going to show you my journal because I had stuff to talk about. Because I was kind of cross because they didn't have a stamp. It's the second museum that I've been to. They don't have a stamp. I'm like, you guys need a stamp. How are people supposed to remember their journey? Okay, so then, let's see. Woke up, got dressed, on my way to Los Angeles. I kind of blogged as I was going, hoping they have a stamp. They didn't. There's my... This was 6/11. This was not the correct one. This is when we went to Fullerton. Six. 11. Okay, this one, I knew it didn't belong in there. We'll just put it over here for now. Where's my phone? Every time I get a ticket and I need to keep it safe, I always put it in my phone case so I don't lose it because I'm really good at it. Thank you. That's today. So they didn't have a stamp at the Los Angeles Union Station, but they did have this. It says no refund or exchange. I don't know why they gave me that stamp, but they gave me this sticker. It's for a carry-on baggage. And then the Science Center had a stamp. And then I bought this sticker for $6. Yeah, Natural History Museum, Los Angeles. God, $6 for one fucking sticker. And so they gave me this, and it's like you put it together, and it's like a bus. It's like a little 3D bus. I just didn't feel like putting it together. And then, so the entire thing, I left at 7:58, and I arrived back home at 2:31. So that's, how long is that? 7:54 a.m. to 2:31 is how many hours? 6 hours. Oh my god. 6 hours, 37 minutes. 6 hours, 37 minutes. Round trip. And I was only in there from 10:26 to 12. 19, so like 2 hours, an hour and 53 minutes. So, not bad. And then I put the line that I took to get out there, and then the line that I took to get back. And then I cut out, because I asked them for one of these schedules, and they gave me the whole thing, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a lot. That's a lot. I just need the one page. So, this is gonna go in my other journal. And then I took off my wristband. And it says, the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County. And then this is from when we went to Spaghetti Factory. Oh god. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go take a nap. It's been a long day. I might just turn in early because I'm exhausted. I haven't even done my journal entry for the day. And then I have to save these because I want to put these in my 3-ring binder. So that's gonna go in there. I'll deal with that later. I will deal with this later. I'm going to bed because I'm pooped. I need a nap. I'm getting cross. So that's all I've got for today. Want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my members: Lynette, Rahul, Wolf Kate Witch, Arcboy, Vermilion T, Simply Obs, and Womble Bumblebee. If you'd like to become a member, you can do so for as low as 99 cents a month. Also, don't forget to check out the social media links, the Discord, and if you'd like to say, you know what, I need to not. Okay, so, and if you'd like to save 10% on your next order to Atlas Stationers, I am an affiliate. When you use my link, I am an affiliate. When you use my link, you get a discount, and I get a small commission so that I can make better content for all of you. I don't know if they have responded to my message about being an affiliate person through Pen Boutique. Oh god, I'm exhausted. Okay, I have not heard back from them, so I have no idea. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them. And I love you to pieces. Have a great day. Okay, bye.